Hello YouTube, this is Lightning Mcgilicutty with Let's Play Tales of Phantasia, Episode 3. And that's the bell that dude in the with the red hair said he was gonna ring if the village was in trouble, so let's get the hell over to the village. And not get stuck on bushes. Aw, oh, shit, freaking bugbears, get the hell out of my way. Scion Bolt, yeah! Take them out. I gotta say, besides just the music here, the voice acting, I mean, you know, it's SNES voice acting, but at the same time, it really adds to the, to what's going on here. I mean, you know, every time that he swings his sword, he's just like, hiya, herring, and whatever the hell he's saying. But, like, it really just kind of adds to it. Freaking another battle. Seriously. This is, yeah. I'm gonna master my Scion Bolt. That noise that you guys are hearing on YouTube is what happens when the enemy that I'm targeting with Scion Bolt comes within short range, and I don't have a short range ability to use on him. Okay, bushes. No, we gotta go around the tree. Come on. Okay, another fight. Freaking A, man. I don't think we're gonna make it in time for the to save the village. But yeah, see, I was using Scion Bolt for a while, and then it just kind of you can't use it at long range. Real soon, we're actually gonna get a short range ability, so you won't have to worry about that freaking noise anymore. And we got a creamy cheese. I don't want to know how the bugbears and owls know how to make cream cheese, but that's a really interesting question for later. So that bell was just ringing like maybe 5 seconds ago. And everybody, like the buildings are gone. The kids are slaughtered. I mean, everybody's dead, which is just... It's really weird, to be honest, because, like, I'm used to in most games, you know, oh, you know, your hometown is in trouble, you save it, and either you get exiled, or, you know, everybody's just super hurt, and they're not feeling well until, like, halfway through the game. Our mom is now, you know, in trouble. I guess she got stabbed or something? I'm not 100% sure. She's telling us to go see our uncle in Euclid. Something about our pendant, and then she dies. Thanks, Mom. You know, you could have at least told us about the pendant. That has been the plot hook since, like, 5 minutes in. And Chester's sister, his little sister, was slaughtered in her own home. It looks like her own bed with how, like, unmade that bed is. That is, like, you don't see this, you didn't see this kind of stuff around this time in America on the SNES. Like, I cannot think of one game that got brought over to America where, during this era, where kids were killed. So, Chesty here is going to, is gonna stay here and bury the dead. And I you know, I kind of make fun of this game a little bit for some of its clichéness, but I feel like that is a really noble thing. Like, you know, hey, I'm gonna stay here and bury the dead. I mean, it sucks, you know, our whole town got killed, but someone's got to do this job. And now we're kind of having flashbacks to something about the pendant. Like, is that important? Who knows? I mean, I guess we're gonna find out. Like, I don't know what the big deal about the pendant is. I made it a bit farther in this. I made it to about the point where you fill out your party. And then that was it. I don't know what it was. Maybe I got bored with it, but I'm going to finish this for you, YouTube. I will finish this game. So we're gonna get out of the sad music land and go to the world map. And now seems like the best time as ever to save it. So we're about 20 minutes in. Obviously it doesn't feel like that to you guys YouTube because I made you guys sit through the the opening video, but besides that, as before, I'm gonna keep any random battle encounters that don't show new enemies or me performing a new type of technique. I'm gonna keep that out just to cut down on time because they take about 30 seconds apiece. This place doesn't really have a name, but I call it Tutorial Stage 2. This shows you pretty much how to make it through dungeons with moving items around. Usually there are blocks that are pretty obvious you can put the items on, and then they'll open up a door or they'll create a bridge or something like that. This game is actually pretty good about their dungeon puzzles, which is actually saying a lot about an RPG like this. Usually the only games that I can remember that had really good like dungeon puzzles were pretty much Zelda, Link to the Past. Any of the Legend of Zelda games usually had really good dungeon puzzles. That was just a really basic thing. This game is mostly, as you've seen from the actual combat, is mostly about combat. It's a more unique blend of random battle encounter than most other games at the time. Usually stuff like Final Fantasy had, you know, turn-based stuff. Now here, in the last random battle encounter, I actually learned dual kick, which I'm checking to see if I can equip it to long range, which I can't because it's obviously a short range technique. So we're gonna equip it as our long range or short range. And then in the next time, when I actually get to show you the animation, I'm actually going to show you that battle. That battle I actually didn't get to show you the animation. I was fighting like 2 owls, and you can't actually hit them with the dual kick. And I found some good stuff. And here we go. Bees again! I tried to do the dual kick there, and I had to block an attack. But that right there is the actual dual kick animation. Now I've seen that you can actually hit them about 4 times just using the dual kick. It's kick, kick, and then like stab, stab. That is, of course, if you know they don't block at some point. But generally, you can get a lot of damage out of that. We're gonna save it. Took us maybe like 6 minutes right there. Okay, so Uncle Olsen's house is in the northwest. All I gotta say about this town is first time I came in here, I freaking love the music to this. It is so happy for no apparent reason. I mean, your parents just got killed. This town is like the happiest town in the world. So clearly we can't go that way, so we're gonna go back into town and start back up the music again. And then we find the juggler, who's like the most depressing juggler in the world. Listen to that music. How can you juggle to that music? Let me show you some music to juggle to. Like, just so happy. So this item shop has everything that we could ever want here. Items that increase our attack power, our slashing power, our stabbing power, which we'll get into a little bit later on. Better shield and better shields, better armor, and everything like that. But it's actually of no use to us right now. Besides the fact that we don't have a whole lot of money because we spent it on gummies because we have a sweet tooth like a madman. You'll see a little bit later on why that's not a good idea to buy anything right there. So I went up here and completely forgot which way the northwest was. Kidding. I actually went to the northeast. So right now we're actually going to go see our Uncle Olsen. Yep. Gonna go see our Uncle Olsen. This actually took a little bit longer than I was expecting. Yeah, raining with death. Yeah, just walk into the house and yell, hello, is anybody home? This is the first time you've ever done that, actually. And there's Uncle Olson. And, our Aunt Joan, I believe. Yeah, and now we have to explain to him that, his brother or sister and their husband or wife was killed. Yeah, I mean, I'm 15. I don't know what to do. Sweet, thanks, Uncle. Well, this is Lightning Mcgilicutty with Let's Play Tales of Phantasia. Have a good night.